Hey everybody, what's up? It's Sonia. Welcome to the garden. We have done a lot of work. Like a lot of work. Look around. Look at all the work we've done. Seriously. There's a big bee right next to me. I don't know if you guys can see it because you're way over there. We've done a lot of work. This is an overview of what things look like right now. I've already gone into the process of starting the vegetable garden, which is great. Even though it's May, it's still kind of cold. It's like 40 something right now. It's supposed to be 80 by the time this evening rolls around, so weather. I wanted to take you guys on a quick and in-depth look at everything that I've done in the garden so far, and there's a lot, and there's still a lot to be done, so let's get right into it. So the first thing I wanted to do before I show you anything up close is give you kind of an idea of the layout, because a lot of people are like, how do you do this? And it's chaos, honestly. So this bed right here, this is the worst spot in my yard. It's mud, it's messy, it's clay, it's bad. This is corn. At the front of the bed is popcorn, then there's sweet corn, and then there's a dent corn. There's a lot of corn packed into here. Ideally, it shouldn't be in the same bed, but it is what it is. I'm doing what I want to do. This row right here, across the whole length of the backyard, those are tomatoes and sunflowers. Growing up a big trellis, and the sunflowers are a quick maturing sunflower, about 40 days. So those sunflowers are going to be long gone before the tomatoes even get to a point where they're going to be trellised. So that's what all this is across here. This whole bed right here is my zinnias. These are what I call my fancy zinnias. These are things like the Benaries and the Queen Lime Red and all of those zinnias that I really want to take care of. They all go right here. I transplanted them. They look great. I'm really excited about the progress they're going to be making. Beyond the zinnias in this black plastic right here, those are my Lysianthus. You might remember I ordered a couple trays of Lysianthus, and they are majorly expensive. So they're getting special treatment right there in that plastic. I'm keeping them weed free. I'm doing my best. Hopefully they will reward us with something really great. Who knows? Only time will tell. I will say this is pretty shaded right here. There's a tree right here above me, so hopefully everything gets enough sun. Okay, so there are a couple things going on right here. On the left, in this pile of leaves, you will see some plants sticking out of those leaves. Those are my holus pumpkins. Ideally, these holus pumpkins are going to grow into the hoop house once everything is finished in there. The flowers in the hoop house should be finished around June. So they're going to grow to the left. On the right here are our larkspur. I planted these larkspur from a fall sowing, you'll remember, back in September. And they are going to be flowering pretty soon here, June into July. Really tall, nice flower spikes, attracting lots and lots of pollinators and great for cut flowers. You can see in this shot a lot of things have started to bloom here in the hoop house. We have these bachelor's buttons blooming in the foreground. Beyond that, we have a little bit of agrostemma. I'll show you those closer here in a second. We also have the poppies still in bloom and the ranunculus still in bloom. These things will be coming to an end sooner than everything else, obviously. Usually, like I said, about July, these things will be done. I'm not sure if the camera is actually focused on it or not, but we've also got these pea vines coming up the middle of our hoop house finally. One half of the trellis is peas, like garden peas. I think they're snap peas. The other half are sweet peas, the Lathyrus odoratus, the ornamental sweet peas, not the edible ones. I don't recommend growing them together unless you know for sure how to tell them apart. When coming into May, we also have the ranunculus still in full bloom. These are starting to slow down just a little bit because, like I said, the temperatures are getting warmer. They're really just bursting out. It's hard to keep them harvested because it seems like they just completely open up as soon as the weather gets hot. But I'm doing my best to keep those picked, keep those in flower arrangements, giving them away. Really making the best use of those. This bed right here is one that is in deep shade, even though it is getting a little bit of sunlight right now, but basically all that's in this bed are impatiens and coleus. That's it. It's just completely impatiens that we grew from seed and coleus, and this is a huge bed. This is like I don't know, an 8-foot by 8-foot bed of impatiens and coleus, and hopefully if I can keep it weed free and everything takes root the way I want it to, hopefully this will be really beautiful. Poppies are also still blooming. These are the Icelandic poppies. They're not doing as great now, It seems like they're kind of coming to a close, but we had a really good run with these. These are just gorgeous. I can't say enough. Beyond the Icelandic poppies in the background, you'll see that pink. Those are the English daisies. They are just busting it out. Very prolific when it comes to blooms. Also, if you look carefully, there's some purple pansies back there and some Johnny Jump-ups that I think are just a really, really nice combination of flowers with those. The snapdragons haven't started to bloom yet. We're still waiting patiently with those. And we also have some seed trays that I haven't planted. I still need to find a place for the nasturtiums. I need to find a place for my amaranth and for my peppers. So I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put those things because I kind of ran out of space in the yard. But I'm going to try my best to squeeze them in somewhere. So here's another look at the lettuce flower bed. Obviously, it's not a flower bed, I guess. It's full lettuce. In the foreground, you got lettuce. And then beyond that, you have onions and some cress and things like that. Immediately in the front of the camera with all those leaves, those are my potatoes. And along that entire length is the cantaloupe that I was telling you about that I was going to let crawl into the hoop house. Everything's really looking good here. I've been harvesting lettuce pretty consistently, and I'm starting to see growth on the potatoes, so I'm eager to see what's going to happen with that. Alright, so here's a look at the sweet potatoes. I admit this bed was definitely an afterthought. Basically, the sweet potatoes came in the mail, and I wasn't ready to plant them. I had no idea where to plant them, so I stuck them in this little flower bed. Hopefully they'll do well. I keep saying flower bed. It's not a flower bed if it's got vegetables in it. Last but not least, we have this little nook and cranny of the yard that I recently tilled up. It used to be a storage space, but now it's got plants. Go figure. In the very back against the fence, there are moonflowers. On the left side against the fence, there are hyacinth beans, Malabar spinach, and the cathedral bells cup and saucer vines. Also in this bed are some sunflowers, the cleome. There's a lot of cleome. I'm really excited. I hope the cleome grows well. It'd be very pretty. And some of the zinnias. This is some of the zinnias from the Cinderella mix. So sprinkled a couple petunias in there, but not very many. If you look close on the right, you can see the cucumbers also growing up the trellis over here. That's really about it. That's the entire garden for now. Hopefully I'll be able to find some places for the stuff that I have left. I still do have a lot of things left. Hopefully I'll be able to work them in somewhere. I don't know where. Hopefully you like this one. Let me know any feedback you have to make the videos better. I'm always trying to improve. Obviously, if you're new, be sure to subscribe. I'd love to have you. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I'll talk to you all later. Bye guys.